Hi, Prosperity Team. It's Dr. Money coming to you from the Prosperity Corner of the universe, where silliness is sacred and nobody's perfect. I am your POP, your Professor of Prosperity, and I'm here so that all of our lives can pop with prosperity. Now, you know that I say silliness is sacred, but also timing is important as well. When it's time to be sincere, we need to be sincere. And when some people are overly sincere and things just get too draggy, then it's probably time to be silly. But silliness has its time. It's not something that we apply across the board. However, I do have one little song that is silly, and if you're feeling a little bit unsilly, this might silly you up just at the right time. Happiness runs in a circular motion. Life is like a little boat upon the sea. Everybody is a part of the everything anyway. You can have it all if you let yourself be. Y-O, because, Y-O, because. I want to talk about the basic elements of prosperity. And I want to say that the basic elements of prosperity are emotional. They're not really about the material world at all. They're about our emotions, about having the emotions of prosperity. And we all know them. I'm just going to record when I say them. Of course, say, oh, well, I know that. And it's like, of course, of course. So the first element, the emotional element of prosperity, is gratitude. And gratitude is not just sitting around and trying to figure out something that we're grateful for, but gratitude is something that is a living presence in us. It is an outlook in life where everything we see, we appreciate deeply, we don't question, and it's something that moves through us. It doesn't have to be generated, this gratefulness. Now, of course, we can prime the pump by listing things, but gratitude in itself, in its pure essence, is something that is always ever present that we can tune into. A deep appreciation of life. And the second one is feeling like there is enough. Feeling like there's enough of everything for me. Enough love, enough intelligence, enough appreciation, enough attention. It's really still about the emotions. It's not about having enough food, because I'm talking about emotional prosperity here, but it's about the feeling of having enough. And then, and to segue into that, we can't really feel that enoughness until we feel like we are enough. We feel like whatever we do, we don't have to keep doing one more thing to be enough to prove ourselves. Because when we keep trying to do so many things to prove ourselves, then we're trying to fill up this hole of believing that we're not enough. And so this is an aspect we can work on ourselves, of feeling like I'm enough. And that is to really learn the art of being, and the art of being still. Because oddly enough, when we become still, and when we empty out all the emotional demands that come in the form of words and shoulds, in this stillness arises the experience of enoughness. Enoughness is always present as well, and so it's something we tune into through the stillness and silence. And then finally, the last element in prosperity, in emotional prosperity, is the trust in our good. And that is that I trust that my good is always happening, that everything that happens folds into my highest good. It's a trust, because if I don't believe that, if I don't believe in my good that is there, then nothing will ever feel like we're prosperous. We're going to feel like victims all the time. So if we can't trust the universe, we need to find out how to learn to trust. And the only way we can learn true trust is through the act of vulnerability. Because when we have our walls up, they create prisons. And we can't trust through a prison because we're saying, I don't trust anything. So I've built up these emotional barriers. I've built up these defense systems and these belief systems, and that will protect me. But vulnerability, when we're vulnerable, we take those walls down. And we learn that we can trust in our good, that it's so sweet, that it's so compassionate, that it's so gentle. It's just filled with loving kindness. And that trust, again, is through our vulnerability, and it's by taking down our emotional defenses. I mean, of course, it's not about, if somebody's shooting at you, you stand behind a wall. But I'm not talking about the physical right now. I'm talking about the emotional elements of prosperity. So to go over those again, the first emotional element of prosperity is gratitude. The next one is feeling like there is enough. The third one is feeling like I am enough. And the fourth one is, I have to keep looking at this, is to trust in our good. So let's take a deep breath. And as we breathe in our good. Talking about speaking of good. And as we exhale our intention that all other beings receive their good as well. Now, why do I do that? Why do I say the exhale is about all of the people receiving their good as well? It's not because we're trying to be goody-goodies. It's because everyone has to experience their good or the job's not done. And with our intention, with our gentle loving kindness, spilling out and flowing out with intention, with energy, then we are helping to heal the pain of the world. So let's breathe in one more time, breathing in our good, and let's exhale with the intention that everyone receives their good as well. It is my intention, it is our intention that as we exhale, every time we exhale throughout the day, that we are sending love and compassion to all beings on earth, that they may receive their good as well. Our burdens have lifted, our cares are few, our joy is unlimited, and I love you.